Hey man, it's Nick from Prestman Auto doing a quick video walkthrough for you of our 2023 Expedition. So what I'm going to do is we're going to walk all the way around, look for any dents, scratches, any kind of blemishes in the outside. Then we'll go inside, go over some of the features, make sure everything's working properly. And then finally we'll pop the hood and evaluate just a little bit in the engine bay just for, good measure. So first impressions are really good. I'm not seeing any kind of rock chipping or any kind of damage up here in the front, so it looks really nice. Also, the color is actually kind of cool. I wasn't 100% sure how the blue would turn out in person, but this is actually really nice. So it's classy, it's low key, it's not like super flashy in your face or anything, but it looks really good. Anyway, so let's start going around, see if there's anything that we can find. If there is, I'll be sure to stop, zoom in, make sure you get a good visual so you know everything going on. Tires on here, unsurprisingly, are in great condition. You got loads of life left in those, so that's great. This one just barely arrived, but it has already been through its inspection, so it passed with flying colors, so that's awesome. Love that. Looks like you have a small scuff right in there. It's not really catching my finger, but nonetheless, good to know, good to know. All right, so I just popped the trunk with the key fob here. But up in here, you can drop the seats here electronically, which is kind of cool. The second row is a little bit more aggressive when you drop the second row. They just kind of flop down. So, but either way, it's still pretty cool doing them down here. Anyway, so we can play with that all day, but we'll move on. We got a little extra space down here. You also have your jack and a couple other things there. And then this is also the Max, so you have loads of space in here, which is fantastic. But let's keep moving. We'll try the button up here, make sure that's working. Fantastic. All right, let's keep it rolling and see if there's anything else that we can find on here. All right, honestly, the exterior, easy 9.5 out of 10 at least. It looks great. So let's hop inside and see what we can find in the interior. So you do have the automatic running boards, which are cool. All right. All right, so everything up here looks solid. The only light up is the seatbelt lights. That's pretty good. Other than that, what we'll do is we're gonna go over a bunch of features, but frankly, there's a lot of features in here. So I'm gonna go a little bit fast just for the sake of time. If I miss anything or there's something you want me to circle back on and show you a little bit more about, let me know. I'm more than happy to talk about it, but I don't want this video to be like 40 minutes long because there's a lot in here. So starting off strong, you're gonna have your adaptive cruise control up here, as well as your lane keep assist, which is really fun. Your car will basically drive itself, which is awesome. We have a couple of things over here with the windows. You got folding mirrors, blind spot monitor in there, as well as your seat presets, one for you, one for your wife, and one just for good measure, in case you're feeling lazy or you need a lazy setting. Up here you have heated steering wheel, heated seats, and cooled seats. The heated steering wheel you can already feel, so that's awesome. Same thing with heated seats, and we're not going to be using the vented seats because it's cold. You also have the wireless phone charger. You just set your phone on it and it'll charge. You have four-wheel drive, as well as just some drive modes and whatever. Downhill and parking sensors and stuff. You can also gear shift and on and on. You got your trailering and towing and stuff up there. This is where most of your cool stuff is going to be. Your infotainment system, first of all, it's really big, which is nice. It just looks classy as heck. But there's just a lot of things to play with up here. So you have the Android Auto and an Apple CarPlay, which are pretty standard. You have the navigation system, which is, also good. But up here you have more of your driving assist features. I mentioned some of them already, but there's quite a few. So like I said, the car can low-key just drive itself, which is kind of nice. Don't quote me on that. Please still drive your car, but they made it very simple. Let's check your audio real quick. Okay.
Collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One.
Nice. You have actually really good speakers in here. You got the B&O stereo system, so that's awesome. And then obviously you can connect your phone, and there's plenty of other fun things to play with up here. So valet mode, vehicle hotspot, like you're decked out. Anyway, you're also going to have up top a big old sunroof, which frankly, I'm a really big fan of sunroofs. They're not that useful in the long run. Like the days where you'll need a sunroof are just honestly, there's not that many. But they're really cool. Like I enjoy sunroofs quite a bit. So forgive my fanboying a little bit. As far as interior condition goes, it's really nice. I'm not seeing any rips, any dents, any tears, any stains, any discoloration, really anything. It's super, super nice. The back seat here, let me flip my camera around. You're gonna have heated seats in the second row, as well as some controls and some plugins and stuff for them down here. So that's pretty sweet. Anyway, like I said, we can go over features all day, but for the sake of time, we're gonna call that there. Let's pop the hood in the engine bay. We'll check that out real quick, and then that should be good for this particular video. All right, so I know you've worked with us before, but we have actually, I think we were working on the expansion when you got here, but everything is paved now. So we are currently in our new area. So we've expanded, and then we also go down quite a ways past the building way down there. But I don't know, it's just nice to see a little bit more about who you're working with, at least in my opinion. It's nice to remember. Anyway, so under the hood, I'm really not expecting to find a whole lot. It's a 2023, so it's rather new. But we're still gonna double check, make sure everything's good to go. There's no acid buildup around your battery. There's no, cobwebs all over all the pieces or like rust or anything. So this is honestly really freaking nice. I don't want to be a broken record. I know I'm a salesman, and so going around and being like, everything's amazing is like my job. But honestly, everything's really amazing. Like it looks really, really good. So there you go. It is what it is. If there's anything that I missed or that you'd like me to triple check on, or you have any questions about, just let me know. I'm more than happy to go over any details that you'd like, or if you'd like to just come see it in person, we're always here for you. So I'll look forward to hearing from you soon, and I hope you have an awesome day.